package grab as well, man. So, how do we attack the health bar? Really great question. So, no, actually, I'm doing donations for Women's History Month this month. And what I'll do is I'll put my donation. It'll say Black History, but you guys can still use that. Let me update that cloud bot for that. But yeah, I've been collecting $50 donations for groups, and you don't have to throw that amount in. But I've been throwing that up for groups. Let's see, for Women's History Month. And if you guys get a chance to, you can knock down my life bar here and become the stream boss for the evening by going ahead and hitting _ donate, and then you guys will get my donation link. And you guys will be able to send donations there. Not only will you guys get a chance to knock down the life bar, but I've also reenacted the PowerPoint animation. So it'll be really great if you guys get a chance to pull that up. And looks like it is ignoring me on that. Oh, let me change that, then save it. All right, now let's try that donate, ! Donate. There we go. And Solidus, since you ask, I'm going to be looking at you for a donation. Change that. We're going into losers finals now, so this is a best 3 out of 5 for everybody that's watching at home.
Oh wow, Chrom, that's sick.
Ooh, okay. Let's go ahead and hop into the full game then.
I'm not exactly sure where this pick came from, but I know that Chrom, like, he's a character that definitely can have kind of like that leg up on Incineroar just with like his swords. Pretty much everything that I was talking about earlier with Yoshi being able to just punish like Incineroar's moves, it's like double threatening to Incineroar, I mean, compared to like Yoshi, because it's a sword. Like, everything is disjointed.
Yeah.
And for Luxray, he does not care. He's just gonna slam you out of the stage with that F smash. And I think that we might just, oh my god, I didn't even know that hit on platform. That's hilarious. But we are gonna see Llomomo kind of warm up a little bit here with his Chrom, and maybe showing off a possible new character besides Falco, which would be really cool to see. I love to watch Chrom. He's one of those characters that's like really good on stage, but as soon as you get him off, he's like kind of easy to edgeguard. It's not like Incineroar bad, where it's like if you just hit him more than once, he's gone. But like, if you knock out the second jump of Chrom, he's pretty much gone.
Now we're back.
Wow, that was another stock.
There it is. Solidus Hedgehog donating $10. The PowerPoint has been enacted. Cherry right behind that, donating $5. Thank you so much. And when we get back to the screen, you guys will see my life bar will be decreased.
We gotta take it down someday.
Right.
Come on, guys, we can do it. The one health bar that definitely is
right. That's looking kind of
Llomomo's.
Serious right now is Llomomo's. I'm not sure if he really got what he was looking for in this character change.
Yeah. I don't know how much Pokemon you played, but if you played like Black and White, that like health bar song gets lower and more serious when your like Pokemon's going to lose its life. So it like goes from like just normal bad music to like, oh no, like it's so serious.
Yeah,
It's so funny.
I don't think I made it out of Generation 2 Pokemon, honestly.
Okay. But yeah, it looks like I think this might have just been like an uncomfortable kind of thing.
Solid this with another $50. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and take a look at this life bar, see who's in charge of it now.
Oh, dang.
All right, so let's go ahead and update that. I have to hit refresh on the screen, funny enough. Because it looks like I might be down to... Yeah, it looks like I'm down to like 4,000 at this point.
Oh my god.
And then let me go ahead and replay those events. Yep, yours took it down by 1,000.
Wow.
Then the next one takes it down by another 1,000. And then the $10 takes it down by, I think, by another, what am I down to? Down to 6,000 of HP left.
Oh man. We almost got it.
Alright, let's go ahead and hit back into the game.
And look at this switch. Switching to what is it? Dedede. And I think I agree with that. Like, oh man. This like I just think that this is, oh gosh, like I think that one thing that, oh yeah, speaking of which, this is such a great point. With the new 11.0 patch, King Dedede actually got buffed.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yes, finally he got any sort of changes. So he has a faster side B for Gordo. It'll throw out much faster now, and it has much less like punishment lag at the end.
Okay.
So like you won't just get punished as much, and now you have a much easier time trying to stick like these Gordos to the edges of the stage. So they will literally just stick there now, and you can use it as a ledge guard tool, so people can't grab the ledge as early as they used to.
Gotcha.
It's not the biggest changes, but for people I've talked to, it's very much
It's pretty
appreciated.
impactful, probably.
Yeah, like it's something that allows like DDDs to kind of have a much more fleshed out character, as well as it's kind of Nintendo being like, all right, listen, use Gordon more, please. Like they're like even like though people can hit it back at you now, like just keep using it, man. Like you're not gonna get punished for reflecting it now. And there is that ledge hang that. Oh wow.
Oh, reflects it.
Yeah. I think that's character, like that's just straight up character knowledge for Luxray. Like that's how you know somebody knows. Like, oh.
That's gonna work up against that part of the stage.
Yeah, and Luxray kind of just knew against Llomomo though that his character's ledge hang animation. So I don't know how many people know this, but every single character's ledge hang animation is different. Like in terms of how high they are, like, or how much they will be shown with a vulnerability at the top.
Okay.
So like for Incineroar, all it is like his 3 fingers, like on the ledge. So all it is that, right? And so for characters like Ivysaur, it's his whole head. Or like for Pac-Man, it's like the top half of his head and his hand. And so a lot of characters, like, or a couple characters like Ganondorf and Incineroar can kind of just get around stuff like that, where if it was another character, they might get punished. And even Chrom, I think, gets punished for that too. So it's like one of those little quirks that characters kind of have that if you don't know about, it can be pretty impactful.
Gotcha. All right, at 67%, you know, Luxray has a chance at somehow making this a fight again, but he needs to get this stock out of the way now to even have a shot at that.
Yeah, and he just unfortunately lost his revenge. I don't know if you saw the little fire just burn out on
Gotcha.
his body. And it would have done double damage, and that definitely would have killed. And he misses the suplex here. And that might kill. Oh my god, great DI. That's another thing that got buffed a while ago, but it hasn't seen, like, true justice yet, I think. I think it did a little bit more damage, or if it... That's, yeah. Up till at that percent, really good for Llomomo. Bam. That was a great 2-frame with that down tilt, but just did not capitalize upon anything. And then here, Llomomo was just like, all right.
And Solid is breaking up that post-game analysis right there with another $5 donation. Together, we are strong. All right, so let's take a look real quick. I must be down another 1,000. Yeah, I'm down another 1,000. Actually, let me replay that for him so that it counts. Together, we are strong. There we
That's
go.
What he's probably saying for his Gordos. Throwing them out. Together, we are strong. Go.
Down to 5,000. We are at the halfway mark right now of my life. But yeah, no, it's perfect because you can throw that in, bits in. But I donated actually this month. I didn't even make an announcement for it. I donated to a place called Buckets Game Zone. It's local here to Chicago, and it is owned by a young lady that, funny enough, I went to high school with. And she has been doing a really great job operating in the pandemic. You know, she literally opened, funny you mentioned 1 year ago. I think they had their 1 year anniversary last week, which was our last week in the state of Illinois being able to have open events. So she opened up and then basically had to close for the majority of the summer. And then fortunately for her, as we got into phase 4 here in Chicago, you know, from time to time, they've been able to kind of service small groups of kids and whatnot. So, no, that's exactly where you guys' donations will go. I already made a donation there, and these are matching donations for that, man. Really appreciate you guys on the donation tip, though.
Yeah, and it's funny, like, it's just so much stuff happened a year ago. Like, for us at my college, we had just gotten all of the stuff we ordered for our esports club. And we had ordered PCs, gaming chairs, monitors, a bunch of stuff, and had literally just finished it. It was the week of, like, it was like the day before spring break started. And they were like, all right, your spring break's going to be extended by another week. So you have 2 weeks or whatever. And we're like, oh, awesome. We'll be able to have a nice long break and then come back, right? Right?
Yeah.
And then they're like, no, you're not coming back.
No.
And we were like, oh, okay.
How's that going to work?
Yeah, like, what do you mean not coming back? Is we just no school? But
here we are. Wow, waiting for the vacuum to go. Right now, Luxray up by 50%. Oh, Llomomo learning after that spit. Do not hang around, knowing that the clothesline was coming back.
yeah. And it's like kind of just something that I think like Incineroar, especially as Luxray, like he just seems to like be capitalizing off of it so much. I feel like and it's kind of what led me to be so like curious about like what is it about this character that kind of eludes a lot of people like in learning the matchup and stuff.
Yeah, it's a good point.
But I think that it's just a mix of like him making sure that people feel intimidated a lot by it. But at the same time, feeling as though, oh my gosh, that was sick with the drag down up air. Like it's a mix of intimidation as well as just like using it well.
Well, there's a couple of things that I think Luxray does really well with the character. So it's a character that doesn't move in traditional ways in some ways. And then I think the other thing that's really nice is that he takes those moves that you casually throw out and just go, oh, I could just throw that out. And he gets revenge for it. And then it starts making you second think, what other wasted moves do I have? And I think it's in that moment that he starts catching you going, second guessing yourself. And he just does it really well. Oh, misses a golden opportunity right there.
Yeah. Like, it just looks like so often that Luxray is just barely like within range, you know? And then all of a sudden, he's just right like where he needs to be. He's like been on point almost like all day.
Yeah.
And the times when he's not, it's like you expect him to
make some type of correction. Yeah, you're gonna see it. Solidus, thank you so much for an additional $5 right now. Actually, let me pull up Bucket's Game Zone real quick.
Oh my goodness. And this set, like, it's just getting closer and closer to like you'd think at this point, like, Luxray stock would have been taken, you know? Like Dedede's got tools, he's, there you go, fine. But, I don't know, it might be too little too late. You mentioned that last game we're about this percent, and, like, Luxray has just been really showing it.
And it's almost like he's even slowed down the rate of the match to some degree.
Yeah, and that's something that a lot of like really good players kind of like take advantage of, is like, oh, like you're gonna kind of slow down a bit. Like, well, I'm gonna take advantage of that because Dedede is a much slower character than like Falco with like everything. So like now we're just seeing like, I don't know what the heck just happened there with the Gordo getting hit between the thing, but Dedede now too far out of his percent range to be punished by that 2-frame with that down tilt. So that F tilt will not connect the judo chap. And finally, that stock gets taken.
Incineroar. And with that, really quickly, I'll throw it over to my friend over at Bucket's Game Zone, so you guys know I didn't just make this place up. They've got a Nerf Battle Zone, interactive virtual playground. They've got video games there, and they have a lot of fun with throwing the birthday parties there. And here's our owner, my good friend Lauren, from Morgan Park High School right here in Chicago, Illinois, is the owner and proprietor of this place. Once again, the kids' birthday parties look amazing here. They've had a lot of fun with like the custom like pop cans, custom chips. So like whatever it is that you want, if your kids loves Avengers, all of the 9 yards, they can customize all of those things for you guys, and works out pretty nicely, man. So yeah, man, I really appreciated her hard work and struggle going through the pandemic, and so I definitely made sure to try to throw some money her way. Currently, with the last donation from Solidus, we're down to 4,000 points on the health bar, and let's hop back into the full game.
Yeah, and here we are going back to small battlefield again, and it's almost like I feel like they're just kind of treating it like PS2 in a sense, with like just their comfort pick, you know. And I think that it's also just like, it's not like these games haven't been like close, but like they haven't been
we can see that part of this is Luxray slowing the action down a little bit, and they both have characters that I feel like cater to that idea. You know, Llomomo's got Gordos, and he's going to let those try to take up as much space as they can, and both of them have to really be patient, because I think the name of the game for both of these guys is Llomomo's waiting to see if you make a mistake with the Gordo, whether you overplay or you play too timidly, too shy. And Luxray, who's always looking to not only bring the fight to you, but also waiting for you to make a mistake and punish you on that. So I think that's the result of what we're looking at.
Yeah, I think that's a great point with like playing too timidly, and I kind of think that that's really what Luxray is playing into a lot of, is like when he's able to counter the Gordos, it really like benefits him. But so far, we're seeing Llomomo kind of take that to the extreme now that he has the lead, and is kind of just really using these Gordos. He doesn't necessarily care about the like counter percent, because he's at such a low percent that like he, at this point, just needs like a hit. Waiting at ledge. Not dead yet. There it is, and there's that hit that we were talking about.
Yep.
Oh, sucks him up again. Really good use of this command throw. And I think that it's something that's very underutilized, because in this matchup especially, like let's say you throw Gordo and he uses the counter, as long as you get any type of grab on Incineroar, he loses that counter multiplier for his damage. And so, what is Incineroar going to do to you to get around that, right? Like, as long as you're not just holding it and standing still, like, he can't really do much to get around it. He's too slow in the air, and he doesn't have nearly enough jump height to, like, get you, like, for doing that, you know? So I think that Llomomo is doing really well at keeping himself in the lead now. Oh. Oh! Really smart stuff from Luxray. That was a great reaction. There's that stock for Llomomo. And it's just interesting, because we are seeing that kind of like adaptation. Like, do you think we're going to be seeing in Game 5?
You know, right now, I got to say yes. I think Llomomo got off to a much better start, and I think he's going to say, I'm going to carry out that momentum, baby!
Wow.
We definitely got to catch a replay on that. Actually, as a matter of fact, can somebody clip that, please? Clip that for your boy.
Yeah, and I think that that's also just like one of those things that's made much easier due to the Dedede Gordo buffs, because you have so much less like end lag on that Gordo that, like, let's say, like, I'm not necessarily positive if that was something that was possible prior, but even if it was, it's now easier. So like, yeah, like you have like complete certainty that that's going to be able to be possible once it hits, and it's just all about your timing.
Yep, and just as a quick reminder, I think she's watching now. Just made sure to show her some love and threw something out there. If you guys get a chance to, please be sure to check out Bucket's Game Zone right here local to Chicago. If you're from the Beverly, Morgan Park kind of area, super close right there. A lot of fun. As a matter of fact, I really love the chairs that they have set up for the students and stuff like that. So you can get stuff incredibly personalized for you. They fix it up and do the whole 9 yards, man. Check out Bucket's Game Zones, guys. All right. I don't predict that we're going to get a character change. I think we're going to go character to character. We're 2-2 apiece going into Game 5 right now. And honestly, I think it's whoever gets off to a much better start. I think that's really what most of this kind of comes down to. For the last couple of tries, essentially Luxray got off to a really great start, then just made it impossible. Very patient, as you've been making sure to remind everybody, been very patient on just taking life on the parts where it's smart for you to. And then both of these guys, I think, are excelling well at closing out stocks. You know, I think one of the things we watch from time to time, groups have trouble closing out stocks, and it's just a rough thing to kind of adapt to if you aren't good at it, you know, or your character does not lend you to many situations where you can immediately say, let me close out a stock. So my money is on whoever does really great in this first stock. First person to reach 100%, in my opinion, is probably going to be the loser.
Yeah, I think it's a very, very good guess, and I think that's what I'm going to say. Like, I think it really could go either way. Like, both these players have had some really good games. You never know if Luxray might adapt at the end, or if Llomomo's momentum might, like, carry him through onto this game, since he has had like some later set success. So like it really is kind of gonna go down to the wire like of this first stock, and then let's see, because the more interesting thing is like, what if they both make it so that's really down to the wire? Like it's hard to tell. Like if they both are at 100, no one loses a stock for a bit. Like, that's where it gets super interesting. But
yeah.
All right, Luxray is at 115.
Is that $1.15, and there's the stop.
I think you were onto something because even then, like, DD is super heavy.
Yeah, and this is going to be a lot of work. And I think what Llomomo has kind of figured out is he's found out a really nice little cycle of things he can do to ledge guard Luxray with this character and this character choice. And Luxray's going to have to show us something new, but he's only got one round to do it in, right? He doesn't have another opportunity to figure out something new to do. This is really his opportunity to try to see if he can make me a liar and get it right.
Ugh.
But this damage is stacking.
Yeah.
Here we are. The situation
really
he didn't want to be.
What a Gordo setup. Yeah, I think that this is another one of those things that, like, I think, like, you're really talking about showing something new. Like, we don't ever really see, like, these types of, like, advanced Gordo setups. We kind of see, like, maybe, like, the ledge. We've seen, like, one a couple weeks ago where Llomomo, I think, was doing, like, up Gordo into down smash, and it covered a couple options. But, like, he didn't do it a bunch of times. He did, like, the one time it was just, like, so surprising. And, like, for Luxray, like, this is a lot of kind of new tricks being kind of shown off, and on that, oh my gosh, what a way to kind of counter that with like a literal counter, but still not even getting a % off in the second stock.
Yep.
Gosh. Finally. Nice on Luxray, backing off. Does not want to lose that stock yet. You have Rage, you do not want to lose this yet. Too valuable. Oh, that was so close to hitting. If that hit, that would have been a very positive thing for him. Oh, the up tilt into up tilt. What's he gonna get? Grab. Ooh. He was definitely thinking on that. He was trying to get super creative there. I think he expected Luxray to roll out, which is why he went for that grab. Oh, another Gordo set up there with that hammer.
Yep.
Yeah. You had it.
No, I mean, yeah, I think we definitely probably could have seen a stage switch there, because I think Llomomo definitely got into a rhythm on this stage that totally worked out for him in that particular way, and yeah, he took every bit of advantage on it.
Yeah, and I think another thing, like especially with that, like that rhythm, like he knew exactly how to start spacing the Gordo tricks. He knew exactly where he needed to stand to really punish that with that down B, as well as like sometimes a change of scenery, even if you're not the most comfortable with it, that might just straight up be why your character's not doing too hot. Like you don't have too much area to avoid the Gordos there. Like whether if you're on a stage like Town City or PS2, you have like a bit higher of a platform, a bit more stage to run around. Like
yeah.
And unfortunately, like that's how we're gonna see it end. But we don't get to see Llomomo's end yet, as BW is coming up.
And for the folks at home that do or don't remember, this is going to be